Well, obviously, wrestling is a massive base in the UFC, and a lot of great wrestlers, including Olympics, have come and done big things here. So, I'm looking at all the guys. A few years ago, they were looking to get rid of wrestling as an Olympic sport, and me and the UFC here battled hard to make sure that didn't happen. So, we're very supportive of Olympic wrestling, and he'll be in town this weekend. So I think we're going to hook up and talk. And obviously there's a lot of work for him to do before he could make it to the UFC, but we'll see what happens.
We had Cejudo on yesterday, and he was saying that he thinks with 2 years training that he could actually beat John Jones, Francis Ngannou. That's what Henry Cejudo said when we talked to him the other day.
Interesting. That's a pretty ballsy statement, I'll call it. You're talking about two guys that John Jones, obviously a legend, one of the greatest of all time, undefeated, never been beat. But I mean, John Jones is getting older too. So interesting.
Yeah, it's a bold prediction. Let's stay with the heavyweights here. You have just a fascinating storyline that has been set up with Francis Ngannou, heavyweight champion, and Cyril Gane, interim heavyweight champ, two guys that used to train together. Now, Cyril Gane from France, Francis Ngannou trained in France. I
under the same guy.
Right, yeah. under the same coach, right. I talked to Cyril, and he said, I would love if that fight would be the first ever UFC fight in France. Are you looking into that, Dana? Do you want to try and make that unification fight in the country of France?
Yeah, I mean, that would be amazing. But the way things are looking right now, the way, with all this COVID stuff that's going on, yeah. I don't know if that's going to be possible. But yes, in a perfect world, yeah, I would love to do that fight in France.
Do you have an idea of when you're going to make that fight?
We're working on it right now. Actually, yesterday was matchmaking. And, that fight was obviously talked about a lot in the matchmaking meeting yesterday. So, yeah, we're working on it.